Happy holidays, cartoon fanatics, and welcome back to the last holiday special this year. It's been a while since I reviewed an episode of Friendship is Magic since the show finally came to an end, but for now, let's get started on the last special entitled The Hearthswarming Club. The special centers around the student 6 about to head home for the holidays, only to find out that one of them has sabotaged the hearthswarming decorations and aren't allowed to leave until one of them confesses and are required to stay and clean up the mess over the break. To get the obvious reference out of the way, it's a pony version of The Breakfast Club. Do people still know that movie? Now, the episode allows us to get to know the students a bit more, as well as learn about how their cultures celebrate the holiday. The interactions and dialogue between the characters feel so natural and well executed. While Headmail Twilight and Rainbow Dash interview each of the students, the others take this time to elaborate their culture's traditions and festivities, starting with Orcelis, who reveals that the Changelings are restructuring their culture after the defeat of Queen Chrysalis, but taking the instructions from Twilight on how to celebrate hearthswarming a bit too literal. It's both funny and adorable at the same time. Yona's seems to be that of a coming-of-age story, with her family celebrating Smelter Fest, where they smash items and braid Yona's hair for the first time. The dragon culture, on the other hand, don't have very many holidays, except for one called the Feast of Fire, where they tell stories to win a hoard of gems. Smorter's story reveals a little more about how dragons don't show much empathy towards others at the fear of being taken advantage of, but still reveals that they're capable of showcasing other emotions. Silverstream explains the 3 days of freedom her people celebrate after their recovery from the Storm King's tyranny, and Sandbar? Well, he's a pony, so we pretty much know how his holiday goes. After hearing all these stories about family and seeing his friends argue, Gallus reveals that it was him who sabotaged the hearthswarming tree, and reveals that he did it in order to spend more time with his friends, who are more of a family to him than anyone else. Gallus doesn't really have a family of his own, and the only holiday that comes close to celebrating it with family or friends is called the Blue Moon Festival, where the Griffins try to be nice to each other, and knowing the Griffins, that's next to impossible. Being an orphan, Gallus didn't really fit in at Griffinstone, but this doesn't make him a bad person because until now, he never had anyone who cared about him. The reveal is both shocking and sad, but adds so much in terms of character development to him and further strengthens his bond with his friends. Overall, the episode had great character moments and touching lessons on how your friends are also your family too. The backstory of Gallus is one that many people can connect with and presents him in a new light as someone that just wants a family and hides his insecurities through sarcasm. Season 8 has had a lot of great episodes that push the boundaries of what the show can do and expand upon new territories. Until now, Gallus is officially the first ever orphaned character talked about in the show. And here we all thought that'd be Scootaloo. And this concludes my Cartoon Christmas Collection special. Feel free to let me know some of your favorites in the comments below. And until next time, I'm Channel Hopper, and I'll see you all next year, because the next review will always be a click away.